another banger, and today I have 5 must-know tips and secrets for College Football 25's Road to Glory mode. A lot of y'all boys been having a lot of questions with the mode, so we got 5 tips for y'all boys that y'all need to know. Let's get into it. Now, wait one damn second before you get into the video. Make sure you guys drop a like, comment, and subscribe, fellas. Do those 3 things goes a long way. We're almost to 20,000 subs, so make sure you guys are tapped in. Make sure you guys have that noti bell on. All right, boys, let's go ahead and get into the video. So boom, we're in Road to Glory right here, and I'm on one of my glitch builds that has 127 skill points. If you guys still don't know how to do the glitch, I've made a video on it, so make sure you guys do check that video out, because that's obviously the first damn thing you need to do with Road to Glory if you want, or if you want to like get like a huge boost in Road to Glory, because the mode is super hard. So make sure you guys take care of that. That's the first thing. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Like I said, I'm gonna get 5 tips. So 5 tips that y'all need to know, or either secret tips or anything of that nature. We're gonna go over that today and to really help y'all out with the mode. Y'all let me know how many builds have y'all made. So getting to tip number 1. We got tip number 1 for y'all boys. Is going to be how to always stay on the field. So I know a lot of boys were asking me, how do you know, how do you always be on the field, how you never get taken off the field? What you're gonna do is you're gonna go to gameplay sliders, which is in the RTG Central. You're gonna go to gameplay sliders, and then you're gonna scroll all the way down. You could touch these if you want to, but you're gonna scroll all the way down to fatigue. You have to turn this basically to 0. If you never wanna come out the game, if you always wanna stay, obviously you could keep on wear and tear, but if you wanna always stay in the game and be in the game for the big moments and things of that nature, turn this all the way to 0. I would just say turn to 0. You could keep on wear and tear to keep that kind of realism factor, or even keep on injuries or whatever. But if you want to stay in the game, keep on fatigue. Keep this on. Turn this off. Turn this all the way to 0, and you will once again stay on the field. You can also take this another step further. I've seen a couple people do this. If you want to do this also, you can go into your main menu settings. So go over here to main menu settings, and you can go to auto assign subs. You can also turn this to 0. So if you're a running back, you can put this all the way to 0 where it says sub out. You can turn this all the way to 0. If you want to do this, you don't have to, but I know a couple people also did do this method of turning this down to 0 so you don't get subbed out either. Obviously, you still have to win your position battles and get to that #1 position on your team, but if you want to go this route to once again stay on the field, next up at tip number 2, boys, we're gonna be talking about teams with limitless coach abilities. So if you guys don't know, basically there are coaches in this game that have the limitless ability as a coach. The coaches have abilities, and there's an ability called limitless, where basically some of your stat caps are gonna be removed. So y'all know how with power back you can't fully max out something like elusiveness, things of that nature. You can basically do that. You can basically, take that cap off with some teams. There's only some, not every team. Some teams are going to be able to do that. So if you want to see this for yourself, you can kind of go into Dynasty and then kind of look at like the pre-made coaches. It's kind of like a long kind of process to go through all of them, but I'm gonna give you boys a good list. I don't know if this is like all the teams, but this is a good amount of them that do this. So it's Utah State, Western Michigan, Georgia Southern, Ball State, Penn State, Southern Miss, UCLA, UAB, Coastal Carolina, Cincinnati, Colorado, and Michigan. All of those teams have coaches that have the limitless ability. Now, there's obviously going to be random. So like once you get there, it's not just going to be automatically all your stat caps are removed. No, it's going to be over time, like after like a year or so, whatever. And then it's going to be random which ones they do remove. But once again, that is a thing in this game. There's going to be some teams that you can actually take off your stat caps. Michigan, a couple of these teams, they will take off your stat caps. It's random which one, but like I said, I think eventually it will remove all your stat caps. I've seen players where they've had literally no stat caps on their builds. There's probably like 4 teams I'm probably missing on this list, because the coach needs to have really good prestige, and they have to have like a good amount of leveling up on their coach. But yes, that's how you will remove some of the stat caps on your player, and keep that in mind when you're choosing what school to go to, or even what school to transfer to with this game. Tip number 3, boys, we're gonna be talking about the best playbooks in this game. So a lot of y'all boys, and I mean a lot of people, been asking me what's the best playbooks to go if you're a quarterback, if you're a wide receiver, if you're a cornerback. What are the best playbooks in this game to maximize your players? So we're about to talk about it. So boom, obviously you can change your playbook by hitting this and then hitting team settings. You can change your playbook. So First thing I'm going to talk about is going to be quarterbacks and wide receivers. If you want to pass the ball a lot, have a lot of pass plays, and whenever change your play, it's a pass play. You're going to go either air raid, that's the first one. Number one is obviously air raid. You have a lot of pass plays, about as much as you can get in that playbook. Number two, Oklahoma State. Number three, we have Michigan. Number four, we have Oregon. Number five, we have UNLV. So those are the top five, I would say, for pass heavy. If you want to pass every play, pass every single down, damn near, you want to go those five playbooks. Also up there, if you want to go if you're going to be a scrambler like a Jalen Milroe, a scrambler type of quarterback, Alabama. Number 6, I'll throw that in there. If you want to be able to run the ball with the quarterback, do all that type of stuff, Alabama, really, really good. You're going to be able to have a lot of good running quarterback formations and a lot of quarterback running plays in that playbook. Next up, run heavy. You want to run the ball damn near every play. You want to have a good running back playbook. We're going to go Army, Navy, Kansas, Oregon, UCF, and obviously you could throw in Michigan for your top 6 right there. Those are going to be the top 6 for running back. Obviously going to depend on what you want to do more. If you want to do a lot more option, if you want to do a lot more flex bone, obviously, Army and Navy is more flex bone. Wildcat is more like Kansas, Oregon. Those are the type of things. So it's really up to you which kind of run heavy way you want to go. But once again, Michigan's up there, Kansas up there, Oregon. All those playbooks are very, very good run heavy playbooks. I'm talking defense, so this is going to apply for linebackers and cornerbacks. The best thing I will say is go 3-3-5 tight. The reason why I say that is because it has a lot of variety and it has basically the best formations in the game. It has 3-3-5 penny, 3-3-5 stack, 3-4 odd, nickel 3-3 mint, nickel 3-3 double mug. All those formations are in 3-3-5 tight, and those are the best formations in the game for blitzing, for pass coverage, for run stopping. Those are the best formations, and that's why 3-3-5 tight is the best defensive playbook. So I would say if you're going to go cornerback or middle linebacker, just go 3-3-5 tight, and you're going to be able to have a lot of variety and a lot of formations to kind of like play with and be able to stop a lot of things when you're playing Road to Glory. Next up, boys, at tip number 4, we're going to go ahead and show y'all. I know a lot of y'all boys already knows. I'm going to show y'all how to change the camera angle. Some people still don't know you can change the camera angle, just like how you're seeing right here. It's going to be up on the D-pad or down the D-pad. So that's going to be PlayStation and Xbox. A lot of y'all boys haven't asked me how do you change the camera angle, and that is how you do it. So at tip number 4, it's going to be change the camera angle. It's going to be up or down the D-pad. You see right here, we have like a more zoomed in one. Then boom, down the D-pad, we have more zoomed out. And then we have a super zoomed out one right here. And that is how you change your camera angle. Another thing I do want to say is make sure you're using your play changes correctly, all right? Don't use all your play changes at the beginning of the game. Use them like in the 3rd or 4th quarter, so when it's late in the game, you actually have your play changes. Obviously, you change the play with Y when you're in the play call screen, so do not use them up all at one time. Wait till like the 3rd or 4th quarter to use your play changes, because that's really the best time to use them. And how you get more play changes is going to be through leadership. That's going to be how you get more play changes. So obviously, you see I only have 3 right here, but once again, you want to use these correctly. You don't want to use all of them at the same exact time, so you're actually getting, you have a lot more, you have a lot more say on, the more clutch moments in the game. And now with the 5th and final tip, this is gonna be something that's a kind of a secret, and it's kind of gonna make, the mode a little bit more fun. This is not a online thing, so I'm gonna say that right now, but basically there's a way to kind of like do a co-op, kind of like Road to Glory kind of thing. So basically, if you're gonna go into a game, you see I'm gonna go into the game right here. If you actually get another controller, let's just say, one of your homies or one of your friends wants to pull up to the crib and y'all wanna do a Road to Glory kind of together, you could basically face off against each other in this mode. So if you get another controller, you're obviously connected to your Xbox, you could go ahead and just add a guest here. Boom, you will see I could kind of like go to the other team, and boom. So now you could basically do a co-op obviously they can't be on the same team. If you've seen people do it with the same team, they're just in Dynasty. If you see anybody, user in the D-line, if you see anybody on the same team, they're just in Dynasty. But if you want to keep it in Road to Glory, you could basically do it to where your homie is on one team, you are on the other team, and then you can play Road to Glory like that. If you want to, it's kind of fun. If you want to do that, you could do it with this mode. So like I said, you can, like I said, connect the second controller to your Xbox or PlayStation. Your homie goes to the other team, and then boom, y'all can now face off against each other, in Road to Glory, which is kind of fun. If you want to use it, you can. And like I said, this is something that a lot of people don't even know that you can do with this mode. You can't do this with Madden. You can't have a second player at all. So with this mode, yes, you can have a second player. I want to say you could add those last two if you want to do a third and fourth one. I want to say you can do that. I haven't tried it. Don't have that many controllers. But once again, there is a way to kind of like face off against each other, face off against a friend in Road to Glory.
All right, boys,
that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below any more Road to Glory tips or things y'all need to know about the game. Let me know below. Thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more bangers just like this one. And until next time, peace.